So this is the one needle method. I'm gonna start on his paw there. I'm gonna stick the needle in, pick up some beads, and then measure what I need for his first little part of the paw. That section I just pointed to. Then we're gonna tack it down, pull it tight, using the same needle and thread. We're gonna go 3 beads in. This line was only 6 beads, so we're going halfway. 3 beads, using the same needle, putting it up through the pellon, pulling it tight, and then tacking the beads down. You want to pull this part tight, but not like too tight, because then it's gonna make your beads all bunched and like a V. So now we're starting the next part. Usually when I do one needle, I like to use 12 beads. Like if you're just starting, 3 would be fine, or any number, I guess, but I like to use 12. Maybe I should have did it with 3 to show you guys, but here's my 12 beads. And then I hold it down, but put it around where my line is supposed to be. You can't really tell in this video, and plus my beads are 15, so they're so small, but I leave a tiny bit of a space at the end. See, it's hard to tell because they're not like tacked down, you can't really see the thread, but I leave a tiny bit of space to give room for while I'm tacking. So here I'm going back to the start of my line, going 3 beads in, pulling the same thread up through the pellon, pulling it tight, tacking it down. Now I'm gonna go to the next 3, bring my needle up through the pellon, and then on the other side tacking the thread down. Then I'm gonna come up. I was gonna do 3, and then I thought, nah, it's kind of small, so I went back to doing my 2 part for the little curve. If you watch the last video, you know I do that. And then I'm gonna come up through the 2 last beads. So right in between those 2 last beads on the line, I'm coming up with my needle. I'm pulling the thread through, and I'm going to stick my needle through the hole of the last bead. So we're extending the thread for the line. And then I'm going to pick up 12 more beads. Grab just enough. Okay, now I'm measuring it, and see it goes past my line. But I also didn't do his chin yet. So I'm showing you here, his chin is gonna line up with his arm. So I want to leave enough space for the chin beads to sit in there. So I took 2 beads off, and you can see there's a little space under his chin to leave enough room for the set of beads that will be on his chin. And now I'm going back up through the beads we just put on there. Oh, I didn't realize. When I was recording that, I didn't realize until right now that I was using my second thread. So I took my thread back out and then started using my big long needle again because I was using the short needle. So sorry about that, but yes, you use your long needle just like we did for the same needle that we did for all the rest of it. I took it out, started doing it again, and then now I'm gonna show you guys like how I left that little space, exactly how it's gonna fit in with his chin. So here I'm going to the line for his chin, picking up some beads to measure. They're the perfect amount, so we're gonna put it down, tack it down, and then you guys can see that I left the perfect amount of space to do his chin.